So, on your linen stitch scarf, you've stopped in the middle of a row, which is not the best place to stop, but sometimes it's inevitable, especially if you have 450 stitches. So you pick it up and you're thinking, oh my god, what way, I don't know, where do I go? So, first clue, you want the yarn that's coming from your work to be coming from your right hand needle. So orient your piece so that your yarn is coming from your right hand needle. Okay, that's your first clue. You don't want it coming from your left. If you do that, if you have it this way, you're like, what the heck, and you start knitting, you're actually going to go backwards, and you don't want to do that. So there you are. Now your yarn is in the right position. Now look at what's in front of you. Is this a right side row? Is this a wrong side row? I have no idea. What the heck? So on the linen stitch scarf, the right side row is, or the right side of the work is where you see these little horizontal lines. That's from all your yarn forwarding. Okay, so you see a little horizontal line, and then a little V for a knit stitch, another horizontal line. Those horizontal lines should be staggered. That's the right side. The wrong side looks like a whole bunch of little purl bumps. It's attractive, but it's not the right side. Okay? And you want to know where to start, and you don't know what the heck you're doing. So you find yourself the right side, and then you look at your stitch. Alright, what did I do? If the yarn is attached to this stitch, you know you've just knit it. Okay, so the next thing you would do is yarn forward, slip one as if to purl, yarn back, and keep going. If your piece looks like this right side yarn is just hanging loose and you have this loose stitch here, that means you just slipped a stitch. I would recommend that when you stop in the middle of a row, if you have to, you do not stop here, because this loose stitch can fall off. So you're going to take your yarn to the back, you're going to knit one, then you can concentrate on whoever needs your attention and drop it. Okay, that'll be easier for you to find later on. The other thing I would suggest you do is when you stop in the middle of a row, if you have to, make sure your stitches are set back on your needle, fold your piece in half, and wrap an elastic band around here. You can use a stitch holder, but they can sometimes fall off if you just throw it in a bag. And if you've got 450 stitches on your needle, you do not want those stitches falling off. And then when it's time to figure out what you do, you just take the elastic band off, you open it up to the right side, and there you go. The other pointer I would suggest is, now that you know that this is your right side, you can take a stitch holder that opens up like this, or a safety pin, or an old earring, and just